to all humanity in the sense of human rights. These people are succeeding and they are having their good life and they are living with it, doing whatever they have to do and they go there. So it's the act of man becoming flexible, giving them the glorious heavenly life. And they are supposed to live without no intervention, no judgment coming upon them. They are yourself, they are rich. And you who claim that it was God who has given you the moral standard and you are following through, and the law has become inflexible to everybody, you are still there hungry, suffering, you are not having your life progress. If I'm in that situation or anybody in that situation, you think and ask yourself, what is going on here? God never had an issue in there. God didn't set any more. These were all men set up issues. Because if God had any issue and did that, He would not let them progress. No matter how the law become legal and flexible, He would not let them progress. Because they should not progress to show any sign to people or encourage people that their way of life or their behavior was good. But they succeed. Some even have sit in high places, in very respectful areas, or places that was considered respectful, whether it's a church or whatever, and they are being used as an image that others have to sort of admire. Somehow admire and somehow become role leaders, role models, and all that. They even adapt children to take care of children. Where is God then? Where is the living God who set those rules? Do you think He would have tolerated if He didn't tolerate it that time of Abraham? Why will He tolerate it now? Now that it's even worse. Somebody says, oh, their moment is just a temporary. They will live short moment. They will not enter into the heavenly glory. That is the dream talk. The dream talk. In the same book, it tells you that when you accept God and you accept Christ, He says that you will live a glorious life on earth and in heaven. So the heavenly thing that before you even go there that you are talking about, you are going to first have it here on earth. That is what the book will tell you. Your book will tell you. That's what the book tells me. It says you will first experience it here. If you don't experience it here, don't even think that you are going to experience it there. You said you first need the taste of it here. So that you know that just what is really about before you go there. The promise will be made to you here. That is why I have problem with Abraham. If they say Abraham will be his children, his descendants, if the promise was truly about Abraham, and his descendants will be like the dust of the sea, and in his whole lifetime, what he saw or his generation was just one child or two children, then he has to think again and ask himself, I didn't see what God you told me. I could count my children 1, 2. I die. I didn't see anything. Now that he's dead, he's supposed to see that. No. The glory of promises from God, it happens here. And that is the guarantee that really there is another place that you are going, because you're dying in a glorious place. So you are entering the glory with glory. But if you are dying with, suffering and terrible, what makes you think that you are going to glory? You want to use the story that is related in the times of Elijah and the rich man and all that. You see, these are all stories. These are all stories. You need real facts. You need reality, real issues that really are happening. Practical issues that you can compare to in your day, in my day, today. So that you can say your God is real. My God is real. Because if that time it was happening, this time it should happen the same, even much more. But the God, the Spirit denied us, completely neglected us. And the people are forcing to sort of make it be real that He hasn't. I don't know how it's being done, but strange. Celebrity and all that they're using. But, those celebrity and those magical things, as I said, witchery way of doing things, and it won't help. That will not end up helping us discover truth. Who cares about truth? That's what someone will say, or someone will think, or someone will respond. Who cares about truth? As long as our life is going on and something is working out for us, that's all matters. We don't care about truth. What is truth going to do to us? Because if I have said the truth all my life, you think I'll be here, or my enemies would have, so people who have no. Even the system that we live in does not embrace truth very much. Because the more you become truthful, the system is set in such a way that you find yourself in the trenches. You find yourself in a very difficult situation. Because the system is not a human being that can amend. If a machine is set there to check something, it goes strictly by the rule. So if you become honest and straightforward with the system or whatever presentation you may do in today's life, in the system that we live, you are bound for positive answer and negative answer, but you are bound to find negative answers, because most of the time the things that you will give in, the information that you will give in, will give you away. It is a fact. It's something which you can't deny. An African setting himself to go to a system or go to another country or wherever it is, so many instances, you are bound to give the information that the machine will accept, not necessarily the information or the true fact about you. No. Because if you say the true fact about you, you probably won't get a chance to go through. You have to give the information that the machine is set to accept. That's the difference. If you go to take a vendor machine and you're using a vendor machine, you have to follow the rules that have been put, how the vendor machine has been programmed to be. And then you can have what you want. You can have your Coke, you can have whatever. But if you try to use the vendor machine with your own sort of your honest way of approaching it to get a Coke or get something from the vendor machine, then no lie, you will never get it. The chances that you get it is very slim. The Coke will be right there and you can't reach it. But you have to feed the machine with the information that it expects. What the expectation of the machine, that is what it's like. You want to apply anything, that's what it is. Study, understand what the application is about, what they want, what they're asking, and give them that. It's an information. Give them what they want, and then you are set to go through. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the information you are given or you've given is the actual honest truth. And that's what the system does not know, and the system can't know that. But that is what we sort of see as the angle we should approach things. And it's our doom to live with. I'm not here to correct that, because there is no much of a choice. People see things that way, and that's how they do it. We have leaders, we have people who feel that procedure is all they've got, and that is what can work. And it benefits them, but somehow, help in their view, and people have to survive. So wherever we set for ourselves and is embraced, people really have to just have the knowledge about it and see how to survive through that. And they go along with it, and I go along, everybody go along with it. But that does not guarantee that all the people who enter into the heavenly realm or the glorious, enjoying society that we see is righteous or has met the criteria in reality or in practicality. They met the criteria in formality, but not in reality, in practicality. No. That's how I'm saying that people are in the heavenly glory as we speak right now, living a glorious life, that they've not met even the criteria that has been set before us as humans to do what we see as the normal or the moral standard of life. They never meet anything of that, but they have been able to enter the realm of glorious place which they don't belong to, according to what you say. But to me, they belong. As long as you go in, you belong there. Why? Everybody has the right to be there. Everybody has to live a glorious life. Everybody has the right to sort of enjoy and have a peaceful and happy life. We all are entitled to peace and happy and joy before we ever passed on or live this sort of realm or environment that we are in. It's unfortunate that some cannot have it. That's the thing. Some of us have to do all sort of stuff in order to be able to survive. It's a shame, but that is the reality. That is the reality. So I don't really consider the rule of law being implemented in its fullest sense. It is being implemented, but not in its fullest and accurate sense, because it does not generate or sort of breathe the sort of response that it wants to. It's just doing something to present an image that it is doing something perfect. It's bringing perfection out there. But we can see from the evidence there's no perfection out of it. You go to the developed countries and all the system that has been put in place, You will get there and you see there is no perfection. There's lawlessness